Blu-ray and HDTV, an unbeatable combination. When HDTV sets first started appearing on the market in 1998, people were amazed at the clarity HD offered over standard TV screens. Since then, millions of people have upgraded their TVs to enjoy widescreen movies with DVDs and high-definition cable and satellite broadcasts. While some people still haven't made the leap, a recent technology breakthrough has made even HDTV aficionados take notice. Developed by Sony, Blu-ray has pushed screen resolutions to the next level. Just a couple of years ago, no one knew what format would become the successor to DVD, but now Blu-ray has won, and I'll tell you why you should consider adding Blu-ray to your home entertainment system. The research began in 2000. Sony and its partners didn't release a final commercial product until mid-2006. The name Blu-ray comes from the blue laser that's used to read data from a Blu-ray format disc. This contrasts with the red laser used to read standard DVD discs. But why is Blu-ray better than existing DVD formats? Even though Blu-ray discs and players don't appear any different than standard DVDs, they can store much more data, which means clearer picture, better audio, and more special features. DVDs can hold up to 8 GB of data while Blu-ray discs can hold 50 GB. Quite a difference. The max resolution of a DVD is 720 x 480 lines, whereas Blu-ray has a max of 1920 x 1080, also referred to as Full HD. If you've spent $1,000 or more on a 1080p television, you're actually not utilizing everything the set can deliver when watching standard DVDs. Unreleased prices for Blu-ray players were well beyond what an average user wanted to spend. Prices between $700 and $1,000 were common for first-generation Blu-ray players. Plus, there was another competing standard on the market that created a lot of confusion. Toshiba and NEC introduced their own DVD successor with release of the HDTV format. HDTV, with a capacity of 15 GB, was an improvement over standard DVDs but didn't match the specifications of Blu-ray. But HDTV did have some market advantages. First, they made it to store shelves 3 months before Blu-ray. Second, HDTV devices were a little cheaper to produce and were sold cheaper as a result. Finally, HDTV had more movie studios on board at launch than Sony did, which meant more movies were initially available while Blu-ray remained scarce. Sony had one big trick up their sleeve that quite possibly saved Blu-ray from a Betamax fate. Sony incorporated a Blu-ray player into their highly anticipated PlayStation 3 and sold the whole device for less than many standalone players were going for at the time. After that, Blu-ray began making strides until soon it outsold HDTV 2-1 by late 2007. More and more movie studios began to commit to the Blu-ray format exclusively, starting with Warner Brothers in early 2008. Shortly after, Toshiba stopped making HDTV players and recorders. By year's end, rental companies Netflix and Blockbuster, as well as major retail outlets, announced they would no longer carry HDTV movies. Currently, all major studios release their movies on Blu-ray. A couple have continued to produce HDTV and Blu-ray releases simultaneously. Prices have fallen dramatically over the past few years as well. Many name-brand Blu-ray players from companies like Panasonic and LG can easily be found between $150 and $250. Blu-ray disc recorders are in the $200, $400 range and falling. For anyone who enjoys watching movies from home and has already invested in an HDTV, now is a great time to look into adding a Blu-ray player to your setup. Even those who may be skeptical about Blu-ray's improvements over DVD owe it themselves to head down to their local electronics store and ask for a Blu-ray demonstration. The picture clarity and audio fidelity from Blu-ray is truly outstanding.